What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prize Picks NBA player props video. This one going to be breaking it down, giving you guys 5 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prize Picks. As always, if you haven't checked out Prize Picks, would highly recommend you check them out. It is a player props website and app where you can win money off of picking the over and under on things like players' points, rebounds, assists, points, rebounds, assists, fantasy score, three-pointers made, etc. Go ahead and use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100 today. Again, that is code KJK DFS. Go ahead and lock that in. Get that free money offer and start winning some money over here on Prize Picks with these picks today, guys. And if you are getting very serious, would highly recommend you check out my premium content packages. I do offer base level packages, which will give you access to one sport, one app. So, for instance, you can get the Prize Picks NBA app. The Prize Picks NBA package. And if you want to get very serious, learn how to mix and match, get access to all of my tickets and a whole lot more, check out the KJK VIP member package. That'll get you access to all of my core plays, all of my specific tickets, my mix and match strategies, all the VIP Discord channels. A lot of those being added every day. We've got the community tickets as well, so you can get in with the community. A lot of people grinding research in there, trying to find the best plays. So there are some community plays. I got a community vote going on now where the community can vote on the top plays. So maybe, you know, I'm running a 5-man ticket for the day, but you yourself, you want to run like a 2-man, and you want to vote on the top 2. I'm now putting stuff in play to where the community can vote and decide that. So looking forward to continuing to grow in that with everyone else. Get better every single day and win together. That is the goal. And the goal in this video is going to be going to 5-0. Of course, as always, this is free. If you do enjoy the content, it would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. Takes 2 seconds to hit that like button. It is free, and I will be providing these videos for free all NBA season long. So, trying to get these videos up to 500 likes. If you could help me get there, that would be awesome. But let's get into the important stuff. The picks here. We'll go game by game as we always do. We got a small slate, but a pretty good one, honestly. I really like this slate tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4 games, but some nice game environments. It's a fast up-tempo, some predictable usage on these teams, so I'm excited to talk about it. And we're going to kick things off with the top usage guy in the entire NBA, in Luka Doncic. He's taking on the Toronto Raptors tonight, whose defense has been below stellar throughout the season. A little bit surprising considering all of the, the quote-unquote, the really good defensive guys on the Raptors side, but they are dealing with a lot of injuries. There's no Siakam right now. I mean, we know OG's a great defender. Van Vliet might return tonight. But regardless, this game comes out with a 215.5 over-under. And like I said, top usage guy in the entire NBA is Luka Doncic. He's got a 38% usage rate, and he's shooting a ton. He also leads the entire league in field goals attempted per game, 23.1 field goals attempted per game, where he's shooting 50% from the field. He also takes around 8 three-pointers, where he's shooting around 30%. That could definitely get better, but outside of that, he also gets to the free throw line a ton. 11.3 free throws per game. That's third best in the league, where he shoots 75%. Very respectable rate. And like I said, this Toronto Raptors team just has not been that great defensively, surprisingly. Looking at my defensive shooting accuracy sheet, as far as Toronto's concerned, they're 28th in the entire league in effective field goal percentage, 25th in the rim rank, so they're not doing a good job of limiting plays at the rim. We know Luka can get into the rim. They're 27th in the long mid-range on that pull-up, the step back that Luka's executing all the time. Toronto's been giving up a lot of points here. Only a 109 implied total for the Dallas Mavericks, but I do expect a large majority of those points to come from Luka Doncic, as it has as of late at his 30.5 line. He's cleared this in 4 of the last 5. And I think he can clear it again tonight, like I said, against this bad defense in Toronto. Then we're looking at major sports books. He is a minus 130 favorite to hit the over on this points prop tonight. The juice keeps climbing on that. Started out pretty much even odds. It's out, bump up to 120. Made sense. Now it's up to 130 at the time of recording this. So wouldn't I be surprised in the least to see this get bumped up to 31.5 before the day is over. Over here on Prize Picks today, guys. So, pick number 1, go with the over 30.5 points here for Luka Doncic. That will be pick number 1 here. Pick number 2, we're going to go to the next game here, and the LA Lakers taking on the San Antonio Spurs. This game's going to be a fantastic game environment. It should fly. Looking at the top pace teams in the entire league, the LA Lakers are the fastest pace team in the entire league with a 103.25 pace metric. The San Antonio Spurs are the 8th fastest team in the league with a 101.72 pace metric. So this game's expected to fly, as does the total indicate. 232.5 over under. 117.75 implied total on the Lakers side. And we know a large majority of that scoring load is going to come from LeBron James. He is back and healthy. Got quoted after the game last night saying he's good to go on the second half of a back-to-back. I'm not concerned about this at all, to be honest with you. I don't even know how legitimate LeBron's injury was. I hate to speculate, but at this stage of his career, I have a feeling there might be quite a bit of injuries throughout the season to get him rest. with the new NBA rules, you can't just rest a guy. He's got to have an injury. So that's my take on the situation. I'm not going to say anything more, but he put up 21 points last time out, played 33 minutes, 17 shot attempts. You look at his field goals attempted per game of the season. He's 4th in the entire league in field goals attempted. 21.5 field goals attempted per game, where he shoots 45.8% from the field. He's also taken 7 3-pointers. Only shooting 24% from behind the arc. I know LeBron's not the best three-point shooter, but he's a better shooter than that. Once again, I'd expect that to bump up. Same with the free throw line. Getting to the line 4.7 times per game, where he's shooting around 69%. That could definitely get better, but around 70% isn't too terrible. And he's taken on a San Antonio Spurs team that's similar to the Raptors, just has not been good defensively. Once again, looking at my defensive shooting accuracy sheet, San Antonio's dead last in the league in effective field goal percentage rank. They're 30th, dead last, 19th in rim rank, 29th in the long mid-range rank, 30th, dead last in all mid-range shots. They're also 30th in all three-pointers given up. So San Antonio defense has been dreadful. If there was ever a spot for LeBron to get his mojo back coming off that injury, continue to get buckets, this would be it. Once again, he did play against the same San Antonio team last night. Only put up 21 points. But he shot 8 for 17, 1 for 4 from behind the arc, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Once again, the shot volume has been usually more than that as well. Taking around 21 shots per game, so I would argue that he didn't shoot as much as I would expect him to tonight in that last game. If he gets right up around this 22 field goals attempted per game, he's going to get back right up to around that 27, 30-point mark we saw those 2 games prior. And once again, major sports books do like him to hit the over here. Looking at the latest odds as far as LeBron James concerned, at this 23.5 line, he's a minus 125 favorite. So Vegas agreeing with me on this one. I expect LeBron to have a nice scoring game tonight against this really weak San Antonio Spurs defense. So pick number 2, going with the over 23.5 points here for LeBron James. That'll be pick number 2 here. Pick number 3, we're going to run it back on the other side with the San Antonio Spurs side. We talked about LeBron and his ability to get buckets. The San Antonio Spurs have a guy on their team that can get buckets. His name's Devin Vassell. Very effective shooter. The usage is up there. He's in some of the top rankings as far as shots per game in the league. He's taken 16.5 shots per game. That is 38th in the entire league, top 50. 46.6% from the field, though, is what really sticks out to me. He also takes 7.2 threes per game, where he shoots 41% from beyond the arc. He's also getting the free throw line around 2.7 times per game, where he shoots 75% from the arc. So, guy's very effective, very good shooter. Major sportsbooks have him as a massive favorite at the 19.5 line. He did get bumped up to 20.5 on Prizepicks, but it doesn't really concern me, to be honest with you. Once again, didn't have the greatest shooting games last night, going 7 for 22 from the field, 0 for 6 from behind the arc, though. That is a rarity. You can see 4 for 8, 3 for 4, 4 for 9, 4 for 8 from behind the arc for him. And once again, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, 2 for 3. He's getting there a couple times per game. Not a ton, but his line's set appropriately, obviously. If he was up there in the upper 20s, I'd be a little bit more concerned. This 20.5-point line I really do like in this type of a game environment. He's hit this in 3 of the last 5. Once again, you look at major sports books, he was a massive favorite at 19.5. Also, we did just get some Spurs news that just took some of these guys off the board. There's going to be no Bates Diop tonight. There's also going to be no Josh Richardson. So some of those guys on the bench that might take away some of those minutes that Popovich might rely on aren't even going to be available, which should just help the shot volume and the usage even more for Devin Vassell tonight here. So pick number 3. Go with the over 20.5 points here for Devin Vassell. That'll be pick number 3 here. Pick number 4. We have another really great game environment here. The Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Houston Rockets. We have a guy that I guarantee gets bumped after I record this video, if he hasn't already been bumped after I refresh this board. But I was able to get him in at 29.5. I know my premium members were able to, my VIP members were able to get him in at 29.5. I notified them right away of what I'm going with today. Shai Gilgeous, 29.5. This is an absolute steal. His line was at 29.5 to start this morning on major sportsbooks. Bump all the way up to a 165 favorite at one point. His line's now got bumped up to a 30.5 point line, where he's still a minus 130 favorite. And for good reason. This Rockets team is terrible defensively. As a matter of fact, I meant to pull that up. Let's see if I can do some quick work here as far as worst defensive NBA rating guys in the entire league. Right here, we're going to pull it up on my side monitor, pull across it over here. The Houston Rockets are terrible defensively, man. You look at the worst guys in the entire league, there's a lot of Rockets names on this list. Eric Gordon, this is the entire league. This is not just the position, this is the entire league. Eric Gordon, second worst defensive rating in the league. Jalen Green, you can see, not too far behind him. Terrible defensively. By the way, Keldon Johnson right there, a guy that I would expect to guard LeBron James throughout that San Antonio Spurs-Lakers game. He's also one of the worst in the league. Trey Jones at the San Antonio Spurs point guard position is one of the worst, contributing to that bad defense. But Eric Gordon, Jalen Green, Kenyon Martin Jr. is off the bench, but then you look, Kevin Porter Jr., one of the worst in the league. Jabari Smith, one of the worst in the league. Pretty much the entire Houston Rockets starting lineup qualifies as one of the worst defensive players in the league. I don't know how many names are listed here. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Bottom 25 in the league. There are 25 listed on this StatMuse graphic that I have brought it up here. All of those Houston Rockets players are on it, and they have to try to guard Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who's taking 21.3 field goals attempted per game. He's shooting 51% from the field. He's shooting 35% from beyond the arc. He's shooting 91% from the free throw line as well, where he gets to the line 9 times per game. Good luck, Houston. You're going to have a really hard time slowing this guy down tonight. I do expect him to absolutely crush in this spot. You look at the game logs. He is on the second half of a back-to-back. That doesn't concern us. Shai Gilgeous has been playing on the second half of back-to-backs all season long. Last time, 13th, 14th, he played 36 minutes, 37 points, and 37 points on that back-to-back. Played against Chicago last night. Once again, though, he gets a nice, easy matchup against these Rockets tonight. He should be smooth cruising for Shai Gilgeous, who's been so good. If you can get this at 29.5, this is an absolute steal on Prizepicks. Like I said, I would not be surprised if this gets bumped up to 30.5. Still taking it at 30.5, definitely. I'd probably take it at 31.5 if I had to. But obviously, if you can get to that 29.5 or 30.5, really, really great play. Especially this 29.5 point line, man. Just love this play. So, pick number 3, going with the over. Sorry, pick number 4, I should say. Going with the over 29.5 points here for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And pick number 5, last game, we're going to round things out, going down to the Phoenix Suns with a 119.75 implied total. I'm going to be going back to a guy that's been really punishing me every time I go to him. But I guess I'm a glut. I just love the going back to the well and getting punched in the face again. And the volume's there, the stats are there. It's Devin Booker. He's due for a big game, a 119 implied total for his team, man. Devin Booker hasn't had that elite Devin Booker scoring game in quite some time, and I do not intend on being standing on the sidelines when it happens. I think it happens tonight. I want to be part of the winning group that gets on it when it does. Last time out, I was on him against Detroit, which is one of the worst teams in the entire league defensively. They were able to win pretty easily. These guys playing mid to upper 30s in minutes per game, man. 17, 24, 17, 31 shots. He's put up 20, 25, and 21 the last 3 times out after dropping 49 against the same Utah team last time they played. So 49 points against the same Utah team. Maybe seeing those Utah jerseys will wake up the shooting stroke for Devin Booker. We know this guy's so good, man. I mean, this is one of those situations you can't let the recent game logs dictate you off him. You can't be biased. He shoots 20.3 times per game. That's 11th in the entire league. He shoots 47% from the field. He takes 6 3-pointers where he shoots around 40%. He also takes around 6.3, or he takes 6.3, so, you know, we'll call it 6, 7 free throws per game, where he shoots 86% from the line. We know Devin Booker's a bucket. We know he leads his entire team in usage. We know he should be able to go out there and get some buckets on this Utah team that he just did again. He's got a 30% usage rate, really high usage. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 32. Luka Doncic, a 38% usage rate. So we're targeting a lot of really massively high usage guys on this ticket today. LeBron James, 30% usage rate. Obviously, the usage, very good metric to be determining how much they have the ball in their hands, how much they're shooting. This is all broken down on these other stats as well, but usage is really important. We need the opportunities to be there for these guys to hit their props. And now every single guy that we've talked about in this video is going to have massive opportunity. Devin Booker has only hit this in 1 of the last 5. It was against this same Utah team. I'm not going to let this chart dictate me off him. Vegas is agreeing with me as well. He started out as pretty much an even odds guy. A little bit of a favorite this morning as a minus 120 favorite. That's gone up to a minus 125 favorite at this 27.5 point line now. So a lot of these picks that I'm on today, Vegas is agreeing with me, which makes me feel a lot better. You know, it's a nice bonus. I don't always agree with Vegas, but when they do agree with me, they're very good at what they do. It does make me feel better. And pick number 5, I'm going with the over 27.5 points here for Devin Booker, and that is going to be my 5 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prizepicks in the NBA tonight, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. We got a lot of stars in the ticket today for sure, but I think it's a pretty straightforward slate. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4 games, some nice, fast, up-tempo game environments, some teams that aren't too good at slowing down the scoring, and some guys that are pretty good at putting the ball in the bucket here. So I'm liking these 5 picks for sure. You can mix and match them. We can go with 2-mans, 3-mans. You can go for the big 5-man if you want. Just know the more legs you're playing, the more high risk, high reward you're playing. So if you go for the big 5-man, you know, don't get me wrong, I really like all these 5 picks, but if you get one wrong, you're only doubling your money, whereas if you mix and match, you can make a little bit more money. But you're also risking less to win more on the 5 picks. So, you know, there's bonuses to both. If you want to learn those bonuses, you want to learn how I'm prioritizing my tickets, check out the VIP member package. That is linked below in the description, patreon.com/KJK_DFS. And if you haven't signed up for Prizepicks, sign up today. Use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100. Lock in these picks and start winning some money in the NBA. Best of luck on your NBA props tonight, today, and we will see you in the next one.